That's the cool thing about Greece. We got all our
Where's the
molesting
Catholic Church
done out of the way.
in Israel?
What do you mean in Israel?
Mount Zion.
What's the cathedral that's in Israel, the Catholic Church?
The Church of the Holy Sepulchre, maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a bunch of churches.
That's got to be the most evil place in the world.
No, I think
the Catholic Church
I don't
in
know if
Israel.
it's Can you imagine the house there?
That's the big leagues, baby.
Yeah.
If you get transferred enough times in America, they send you over to that one. If you put up enough numbers.
Yeah, you just go there. A guy like walks out the front door wearing toddlers as slippers. Just got his feet
in their little asses.
Just in two babies that are screaming and crying. He's like picking up the mail. And he's like, "How you doing, Abram?"
Even though he's a Catholic priest.
Yeah, he still talks like that.
I'm a Jewish Catholic priest.
His friend is named Ephraim. Which, is that even a Jewish name?
Avram.
Yeah,
Avram.
Ephraim is a Hebrew name.
Oh, really?
Shh. It is.
I knew.
I was agreeing with you.
I knew
I
an
wish I had a
Ethiopian
Reese's
guy named
cup
Ephraim.
right now. Israel's a fascist ethnocracy, and they do fine.
They got Hooters there.
The U.S. could be like Israel. They have a booming tech industry.
No.
They have cafes, and
That's
they
true.
commit genocide every day. So I don't understand why that's such a bad place to be.
I agree, dude.
Yeah.
I think we're on
Jeez
something
Louise, dude.
Adam
Jeez
just
Louise.
shook his head in agreement.
You
I
get
did not
up in
agree.
the morning, have some hummus, and then a baby.
No, you do that's like German. That's more German.
I don't know how to do it.
No,
They
it's
sound
French.
like the French people. That,
No,
yeah.
it's like, of course, we wake up and the Palestinians are trying to kill us every day. So what we do is we strap on military clothes, and the hot girls with big tits put on the military clothes, and they take a M16. And you don't understand how hot it is to do girl doggy style while she has M16 pointed at terrorists that are throwing rocks at you. They're doing terrorism with rocks, with just pebbles.
I saw a little boy walk past a pebble, so I picked him up and put him in my microwave. Now he is with the hummus. We ate him and drank his blood, but it was not like Christian blood. Not
There are
as
plenty.
delicious.
There are plenty of very good. There are plenty of good people who live in Israel. In my family,
Yeah, they're called Palestinians. Fucks.
You know what's very funny? If you Google Israel, because I just want to see what was going on. I honestly don't know much about their how their government's structured. Because they don't have a constitution.
It's the Torah.
Yeah. So you could just get a majority. It's surprising it took 75 years for it to happen, but you can just get a majority and pass a law saying like, oh yeah, the executive branch can do whatever it wants.
Well, they don't have an executive branch. He is the head of a
he's the head
it's
of
a
the-
parliamentary system.
Oh, okay.
So
All
he's
right.
the head of a coalition.
Gotcha. But they can just pass a law saying we can do whatever we want, and the court's not allowed to.
I don't know about their judicial system or
Isn't
their
that the
laws.
issue? Is that
I think that now he's trying to just say that there's no judiciary anymore. Or
yeah,
something.
they don't have oversight over decisions that are being made by the coalition.
It's tough.
Namely, like appointing people to government positions. There's some guy they appointed that's like he's been convicted of terrorism and hate crimes, and they gave him a job.
Well, one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter.
I guess something like that. But the only point I was making is I tried Googling it to see what was going on.
What came up?
And a bunch of articles about how Israel's credit rating has been downgraded, which it
is a dark time for me.
that even the banks are mad.
On my dad's birthday, no less.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I can't believe it. I mean, I was completely on board with this whole Israel thing until they treaded on the judiciary. I can't, I didn't. I thought it was a shining beacon of democracy until this one. This is beyond the pale.
What do you think? You think it gets worse? You think this is going to be pretty bad?
what I think is I don't fucking care.
You don't care?
My father and I, for the first time ever, on Monday night, we sat down and we had a bottle on the table and we got drunk. Mm-hmm. And there was a moment in the night where I was screaming, "I don't care about Israel," mm-hmm. which is a very embarrassing in retrospect moment. But does it get worse? I don't know. What's worse than an apartheid? What, the credit rating.
Well, I guess a full blown
dictatorship.
Yeah.
Oh, so the people doing the apartheid also can't vote?
I mean, there's a lot of
so the Afrikaners now can't vote
there's
either?
There's a lot of left-wing Israelis that are like, yeah, we shouldn't do apartheid. But now they're turning the hoses on those guys too.
I think those people are just basically doing Burning Man. They're not really doing much.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
They're like doing they're doing like they're listening to Infected Mushroom. Mm-hmm. And and ignoring the apartheid.
Yeah.
Many of whom are in my family, so I'm sorry if I have offended anyone. Yeah, I don't understand how that guy's still around, Netanyahu.
Yeah, apparently he had a pacemaker put in, and then 2 hours later he pulled like a Teddy Roosevelt and showed up for a vote.
So badass.
Yeah.
Americans like him because he speaks English like with an American accent.
Yeah.
So they're like, we're gonna give more money to his apartheid. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fat History Month's nice. We got a lot of fat pioneers. We got Israel. How do Jews feel about him being named Israel, Adam?
I think a lot of Mexican people have that name too.
Yeah, they got weird
names. It's not a big deal.
Jesus or Israel or my name is Palestine.
Palestine is not a place.
My name is
Yasser Arafat.
My name is Palestine Gaza Hernandez. I'm sorry, your name's what? Yes, my name is Hanukkah Manoro Juan Carlos. A chocolate money. Diego. We're gonna say we respect women, and what that's gonna do.
I was just gonna say, I have to say, Protocols of the Elders of Zion sounds awesome. Yeah. It sounds like a rush hour.
Can anyone put an audio book on Apple Books or whatever? Because I would love to record the Protocols of Elders of Zion in that voice. You're listening to the Protocols of the Elders of Zion by Woody Allen, Alan Dershowitz, and Norman Finkelstein. He kind of got caught up in that.
Sorry, Norman.
Spent a while trying to make up for his mistakes with his first publication. With the rest of his career.
No, I wanted to be like the Protocols of the Elders of Zion.
Oh yeah, like a Zakk Wylde fucking Geddy Lee mashup.
Exactly.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
It's fantasy. It sounds like a fantasy concept album.
I think it sounds like a reggae.
Take the Gentile babies.
Yeah.
Put them in a stew.
That'd be cool. And then the cover art looks like a Yes album.
Exactly, dude. Yeah.
The Protocols of the Elders of Zion by Electric Wizard.
Yeah, like a prog rock.
It's prog rock, dude.
Yeah.
They go to the mountaintop and kill all the Muslims. If you have a kite, we'll shoot you with a rocket.
Well, I forgot about the kites.
Protocols.
I forgot about Israel saying that they were under attack by kites.
Yeah. They're sending flaming kites.
And you know why they chose
from the
kites.
Mountains.
And from the mountains they send the cars, the flaming cars. And we will spread the banks asunder, controlling everyone. And they think we don't control all the banks because they have names like Bank of America.
That is a good trick.
But you know where the banks are rooted.
Where the money ultimately goes.
It goes back to a family named the Something Bergs from 400 years ago.
They have a giant vault.
They have a Scrooge McDuck room, and they get drunk off the gold. By they, I mean us.
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 We do it.
In the context of this bit. We are the ones who sing the song. The song of the protocols.
They came with the flying kites.
Elders. Elders of Zion. Elders of Zion.
The elders of Zion. Poor little Israel had no choice but to use missiles on them.
Like, truth be told, this stuff does like affect me. You know, you can like read it a lot. But
Well, that's what I was saying. Is like you go through an entire human lifetime. For most 99.9% of people, you never see an image of a dead child.
well, it's not even that.
I see
it's
it
not
every day now.
It's really not even that. I mean, it's like it does. Like the reality is, it's like, yeah, the situation there has appeared to me my entire life to be this, like an unjust situation.
Yeah.
You know, you learn all these things about, and like America's sordid history, how we came here, how we killed all of these fucking people or whatever, and you know, slavery, and how the story from an American perspective is one of us trying to correct this long-reaching history of just you know, how people haven't been treated fairly, right? And then, you know, there is this one example that we fund, that we pay for, you know, that we have a relationship between these two countries.
We actively support.
We actively support this thing, and you see that, you know, when you're a teenager, or whenever you become aware of it, and you're like, oh, well, isn't this bad? And it's like, yeah, but I guess we don't actually really care about all that stuff in history. It's easy to care about it now because it's done. It's over. You know, you're gonna be like, wasn't that terrible what happened to the Native Americans? Well, shucks.
Yeah.
You know, we'll do a land acknowledgement. We'll have some like gay answer
We'll
like
do
that.
the haka.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and then it kind of makes you like very cynical, or at least it did with me. You know, I felt like, okay, well, this is all just kind of a lie.
I had that experience at 19.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But it's yeah, I just became very cynical, and to see the response now to what does look like a genocide and all of these people on the streets and stuff, it's it makes me feel like a cat, like kind of a piece of shit for becoming cynical in the first place.
Yeah.
And then also like it's like, okay, well, maybe something might be different. But then it also came at the cost of like this, like I said before, this is like the worst it's ever been.
Yeah, a kid dies every 10 minutes.
This is the worst it's ever been.
Yeah.
But maybe it'll be different. And then I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
Well, that's the only thing to take hope from, is the fact that yes, literally no one did care about this, and like you can complain about like seeing the dead babies, but like there were like 500,000 people in D.C. this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that is like, I've never seen that for Palestine. You know, and you take, I mean, like I'll tell you this, when I was 19, I was there. And they took us to the settlements in the West Bank to show us how they lived over there. And then I looked down.
But you were buying prostitutes, and like you weren't paying attention to any of that stuff.
No,
You're buying
I was a Zionist, bro.
But you were busy buying prostitutes.
Well, it's to support the economy.
Yeah.
I mean, the black market. But,
you're buying black prostitutes.
no, the black market.
African children.
I was on the black market.
You didn't even go to Israel.
I didn't do any of that.
You were in Congo having sex with children.
I was in the heart of darkness.
Yeah. In the ash of darkness.
No, I went to
in
a
the
strip
pussy of
club one
darkness.
time, and Nick loves to remind me of it.
You tell the story. You bragged about it.
I was fucking
Before you
18 years
realized-
old. I was 18 years old, and I didn't
Before you
realize that was
realized
terrible.
It was wrong.
All right, so you get to give a sincere statement on this, and then
No,
now it
please
becomes
do.
about prostitution.
Please do. I don't know.
Sex trafficking international.
You brought it up. I don't know.
You brought it up. No, but we went to the settlements, and I was like, to that point, I was a fucking Zionist. I was there right after they disengaged from Gaza, right after they cleared out Gush Katif, and like Sharon left. And I guess 2017 was the election, so it was like, or no, it's not 2017. It was 17 years ago was the election, so this was 18 years ago. It was before the election of Hamas.
Mm-hmm.
They pulled out, And then they took us to the West Bank, like the last month I was there. And I realized that I was like, oh, this is the wrong side of history.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw, like, you look down in the Arab village that was underneath where this fucking settlement was, and you see how these people are living under constant surveillance and they're being fucking demeaned and dehumanized. And then you see these fucking guys, like, building these tract houses like they live in fucking Orange County.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the middle of like this political reality, which is brutal and fucking like inhumane. And I lost it then. And I went back and I told my parents, and we got in big arguments. I was like, you know, this is what we were told was important, was to support fucking Israel so the Holocaust doesn't happen again. That's what we were told.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what my parents were told when they were growing up. And they knew survivors, you know, and it freaked them out. And I understand why there's like this like narrative in the Jewish community, but like that doesn't make Jews more safe. You know, it's a failure of a project. And then now we're seeing like this fucking bloody reality. And
yeah, but the response is crazy because
the response is insane.
It's like the idea like
seeing Joe Biden saying he doesn't believe the death tolls, that really broke me.
Well, they're panicking now. Did you see
Trump's killing.
Trump's polling is fucking insane.
Yeah,
and
he's
now
up 10 points in Nevada.
he's up like he's beating Joe Biden by like 22 points with black people. It's like fucking insane.
Yeah,
he has like this massive. And it's like, you know, I mean, the libs are going to do the whole like, excuse me, but the other option is worse. It's time to just fucking.
But that's I don't know if that's going to keep.
It's not this time. Not this time. Not with like, you know.
It's not going to work anymore.
Yeah, the best you can hope for is that people don't spitefully vote for Donald Trump at this point. But
or that they get him in jail or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel like a chaotic reality, and that doesn't help. It doesn't help as like a baseline of like.
Yeah, it's just like
But you know, like you know, I think we're trying our best to just make something that's nice for people.
Well, let's not do that.
I'm not doing
let's
that.
Let's not elevate the Adam Friedland show to being
I'm not saying
panacea for a fucking
no.
crisis.
Isn't
in
it
Gaza.
panacea?
Whatever it is.
No. This has nothing to do with that.
Panacea?
Is it? Panacea?
Panacea, yeah. I thought it was like a...
No. This has nothing to do with Gaza. Panacea. No. This has nothing to do with the crisis in Gaza.
Panacea. Yeah,
No. It's just, it feels like nice that we get to do something simple.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's just on a personal level. It has nothing to do as a response to Gaza.
You know, it's tough out there, but at least we're making something that it just makes it okay for people, you know? You're fucking psycho. At least you know. For guys like us, I bet it would suck pretty bad to be a fucking Palestinian baby. Hopefully they can get one of those generators plugged into a laptop, so that all those kids in Gaza can check out our interview with Dave Portnoy.
No, it has nothing to do with the audience. It's just talking about that I feel lucky that I get to do this kind of shit.
Oh, okay, all right.
It has nothing to do with Gaza. But I wish that the people in Gaza... I wish that the people in Gaza would watch the new episode of the Adam Friedland show.
You know what makes me feel...
bring them a
You know what makes me feel better is watching Shrek.
Yeah. Well, no, I just feel really lucky that we get to do this crap. I do.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with...
No, I'm just saying it's a horrific world and a lot of shit makes me feel terrible. Mm-hmm. And I feel really lucky that we're in a very fortunate position right now.
Yeah, and then all that time of
we have a lot of friends in comedy that aren't in this position,
cynical
and are very talented people.
It makes it hard to be sincere if you've been cynical about these things for so long.
I know,
but it is.
It's I struggle with that. I fucking struggle with that.
It's like it feels like I don't want to also too being in the position now where we make like a decent amount of money. It's like, you know, we pay taxes. And it's like,
yeah, that's where it's going.
I can do the math. I know I've paid for at least one of those bombs. Like me personally. That's on me.
Yeah. How much are the bombs? $300,000?
Yeah, I've paid for one of those.
For the Iron Domes.
I've definitely paid for one of those.
You gripped an Iron Dome for the boys over there.
Mm-hmm.
For my boys over there. Anyway, guys, listen, we love you. Love you.
Did you see that Obama saying that there's, you know, he's like, oh, just let you think about it.
Obama, actually, I kind of like.
There's blood on all of our hands.
I mean, that was probably one of the most honest things I've ever seen him say.
It's not blood on my hands.
It's on your hands.
There's blood on your hands,
yeah.
Barack Obama.
When he specifically said the word occupation, which you
mean this week?
Yeah, you don't.
After being out of office for over a decade.
And bombing weddings in Yemen.
Yeah, after bombing 7 different countries.
I want to have they used to do it on the Daily Show, moment of clarity.
This is what people know, because this is
moment
like, this is people complain about libs doing this where they'll rehabilitate like fucking just like Republican monsters. Don't do the same thing with him. Do not make Barack Obama a friend of the Adam Friedland show.
That's what the tour is made out of.
It's jizz cracker. That's that wall, the weeping wall or whatever the fuck. It's all
wailing
wall. It's all jizz and crackers.
Yeah, that's
so what's
right.
it? It's a wall that's like, oh God, I'm a wall. Oh God, I hate being a wall so bad. It hurts. I just want to sit down. Won't somebody please turn me into a chair? I hate being a wall. Oh, God, why do I have to live this life being a wall?
People sticking notes in me.
That's what it is, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
Oh, fuck, dude. What? Don't people put little notes in there? Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, you put like a wish or something, or like a letter to God.
It's because the concept of a fountain that you throw change in is absurd in Israel.
Yeah.
Why would you?
That is fucking out of the question that you would throw loose change into a fountain.
Yeah, the first person that suggested that got executed on site.
Right. Yeah. Boom.
Well, that's what happened to the Palestinians.
They were like, yeah.
They were like, we're gonna go to war with you for 70 years.
They had that.
You
Those
animals.
machines that turn pennies into like souvenirs. You get the mere mention of those is like the Holocaust.
A
Jewish guy like
it'd be
watching
great if they
someone do
have
that
one of those
cry.
in Israel. You put the penny in, you turn the crank, and then the penny just comes out exactly the same at the bottom, and you're like, oh boy, a penny.
It costs 50 cents.
Yeah, well, look, I got a penny.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it is funny. Was there ever an Ernest Goes to Israel?
No, but he should have. A birthright, Ernest.
What the hell?
Ernest fires a rocket at Palestinian children.
Yeah.
They're doing their own Holocaust. They got their own camps. Gassing all these kids. Hey, Vern. They got Jew Nazis over here. Vern.
Oh, wow. There's a kind of
The
American
producers are like,
anti-Semite.
no, I don't think we'll be making
That's
this.
when we will be passing.
We'll be passing on this. As much as we enjoyed Ernest Goes to the Beach, I don't think we will be producing Ernest Goes to Israel.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, how about it's Halloween or something?
Yeah.
How about Ernest goes trick-or-treating?
Okay, I like that.
And he goes to a Jew's house and they're handing out pennies.
Oh, no.
No.
Pass.
Yeah. Pass. Not that.
I like
one.
the idea that man had so much power in Hollywood he could just be anti-Semitic. Look, we can't lose the Ernest movies.
He makes over $80,000 a year in video
On
cassette
VHS.
sales.
The man is an institution. Do they extradite there, though?
They do not actually.
They do not extradite.
Yeah.
All right, so if I ever get in any hot water, not for a child sex crime, but for anything else, I guess we could do the podcast remotely.
They've got a weird collection of celebrities that have gone there in the last month. Like
1
going
month.
hard.
Well, they got Michael Rappaport.
No, it's the last month is when it's Michael Rappaport, Brett Gelman, Deborah Messing, and like Eve Barlow.
That's not a celebrity. That's a lady that everyone like makes fun of on Twitter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess.
who says that she was raped by I don't know, seeing a flag or something, seeing like a Palestinian flag. That is akin to a sex crime or something. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I know Tarantino's been living there since COVID. He's been like living in Tel Aviv.
Is he even Jewish? He's just an
He's
Italian.
not even Jewish.
He's just a freak.
He just likes it.
Yeah.
He just thinks it's nice. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, you know he's just saying the N-word all the fucking time over there.
Yeah. He's writing it, he's saying it, he's singing it.
He's got to be the worst guy over there, just in terms of like racism. Can you imagine going to Israel and just saying the N-word all the time? Can you imagine being that racist and that's your move?
Yeah,
He's just over there writing the N-word into a typewriter.
It's his child sex crime.
On stolen land.
Yeah.
He's sitting in a tent and like
he's writing a scene that's just N-word.
Just on top of the bones of all of fucking T. Lawrence's friends.
Who is the person that got pissed about that in the 90s? About his dialogue? Was it Spike Lee?
Probably.
I think it was Spike Lee who was like, this is crap dialogue. Mm-hmm. It's just the N-word over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that like DNS scene is ridiculous.
Which one was that?
They shoot the black guy in the car in Pulp Fiction.
Oh, yeah.
His house. And he's like, is there a sign that says... I mean, it's like... What?
It's the world that he's creating. It's a pastiche. It's a reference to... when N-words were, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe
I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I thought that it was Reservoir Dogs that they got upset about the N-word. I mean, I don't know. I think that's kind of...
Well, he does it a lot. He did it in jail.
He does. And
he makes one movie where a black guy's cool, and it's about slavery, and they're like, oh, he was a good guy the whole time. I don't understand.
Yeah.
How does that work?
He makes one movie where a Jewish guy's cool.
He's in Israel right now doing genocide and saying the N-word. Gets a good pass. I don't understand it.
You know, people, Royale with cheese was too famous.
Yeah.
He was too famous. You can't bring him down.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's also like the one guy that he's just allowed to like, I think foot fetishism is kind of shamed in society still to some extent. And he's just the one guy that's like, I want to suck and fuck feet. And go ahead and...
Can you imagine the shit he probably tried to get fucking Gary Oldman to say in True Romance? Like the original script, he's like, it's a white guy, but he's, imagine if he was like, you know, like fucking... Gary Oldman's like, yeah, I'll do like the voice, but I don't think I'll say
I'm going to challenge myself because I'm a comedian.
I'll do the character, but I don't think that I'll say the N-word that much.
maybe like 10%.
Maybe I won't say the N-word at all.
Tarantino can do anything he wants, and you get in trouble for fucking existing, dude, for breathing. It's not fair. I don't think there's been...
Can you imagine how much people would hate me if I spent the last 2 months being like, you have to stand with Israel? Can you imagine? If I just like, if I was one of the people that like, it's time to draw a line.
Yeah. I don't understand why you haven't. It's a good bit.
It would be pretty fun.
It'd be a good bit.
It is funny watching like the some of the free speech aspects of the New York comedy scene go that route. Yeah.
Oh, those guys are going.
They're worried about anti-Semitism. Well, you know, there's videos of
a couple.
Like, they're like, we got to call out anti-Semitism. It's like you do literal blackface.
You literally point at Asian people in the front row and say, like, "Where's your calculator?"
I've seen you say, I don't speak German, but I imagine you've said more bad things than Hitler did ever. I don't know what Hitler's saying in his speeches, but a cumulative whole hour of hosting, I guarantee you, what you've said has been worse.
Yeah. A couple of them fellas.
Yeah.
A couple of them fellas really go for it.
Yeah.
And then they say,
but hey, come on, hey,
we got to call out anti-Semitism.
Hey, you can't be doing any anti-Semitism.
It is very funny to be free speech, and then that's the one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't expect that.
Well, I don't know. The defense to all of that, the defense of like the quote unquote right wing aspects of the comedy scene has always been that they're like too stupid to really, you know, I mean, it's not, none of it's based in like principles.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
Yeah,
and it's also a baby. It's like, you can't tell me.
Yeah, I would say.
Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, it's just it's like getting mad at a dog.
It's like being a baby. Yeah, yelling at a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, no. But it is. But there. I mean, it is having the free speech be a right wing thing is bizarre to me. Still, I can't understand it.
It's not though, but first of all, no one means it anymore.
No one means it.
No one's meant it probably since like Paul Revere. I mean, it doesn't like it's not like people don't actually care about free expression. I don't think they ever have. It's like a
well, in the what do you call it in Skokie, Illinois, in the Nazi march. The ACLU represented the Nazis.
Yeah, well, the ACLU
That's what you learn about in government class. You know?
Yeah, but the ACLU doesn't do that, and they explicitly said they will not defend hate speech.
It was Charlottesville. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
They signed that letter saying they won't do it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I always thought that was really tight. That those guys were like, no, these guys are literally Nazis. They're the worst.
Yeah, but the fact that they would change their tune when it's like there's any actual, because like the Nazis of those years. Or like that, like the neo-Nazis prior to like 2010, like the ones that have been around our entire lives, were like literally just cosplayers. Like they were more into wearing the swastikas and like they wanted to be. They weren't neo-Nazis.
They were reenactment.
They were basically literally yes. It was more. They were just like
they liked learning about troop movements.
Oh, right. They wanted to do the day. They wanted to wear the boots. They were just like Tom of Finland.
They're gay.
Basically, they're just fucking homos. It's not like you know they weren't. Like, I don't think those kinds of Nazis ever did any, like, terrorist attacks. I haven't looked into it, but I don't really think they did anything. Right-wing violence was mostly, like veterans that were, like, homesteaders that, like, you know, like the guy that took over a post office, that Eamon guy. You know, that kind of shit.
In Oregon.
Or Waco or Ruby Ridge or anything. It's like... It's not, you know, like Nazis. So I don't like defending like a bunch of retards' right to wear like World War II costumes and go down the street. That's not really, I don't really think like much of a commitment actually to free speech. Defending it after Charlottesville, that would have been, and it would have shown some like consistency. I'd say the stakes were lower.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Probably.
So when there actually are stakes, that's when. So I stand by my statement that nobody's ever actually cared about.
Well, I think the thing in Skokie was that it was they had a big population of Holocaust survivors that lived there, and so that they were like, "This is really mean to be wearing those costumes, walking down the street." And then I think there were like Jewish lawyers at the ACLU that were like, "You have to let them do it." You know?
Yeah.
But it's also like weird because the right wing guys are also like trying to ban Harry Potter and stuff, and say like getting mad at Disney. Like they're like, we're free speech warriors, but we're also like pissed off at Mickey Mouse.
Rat King Benjamin Netanyahu.
That's right.
Benjamin Netanyahu.
Benjamin Button.
I mean, he was born Christian, but turns more Jewish.
Well, isn't he from like Philly?
He was
Boston.
born in Israel, but then he grew up in Philly for a while.
That's so funny.
That's why Americans like him, because he speaks like good English.
Point of fact, Americans do not like him.
American Jews like him because he speaks good English.
That's a hilarious guy.
And certain American Jews like him, myself included.
You love him, dude.
I love him.
You got a poster.
I don't like his politics, but you know me. I'm a Philly guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Shouts out to the fucking Eagles.
The Eagles.
Yeah, that is so funny that like the fucking king of Israel or whatever.
Yeah, grew up in Philly.
Yeah, well, to be like, you know, it's like this. We have a historic claim to this land.
Yeah.
And it's fucking. There's just no identifiable like local culture. It just doesn't fucking exist.
Yeah.
It's like literally a story from 6,000 years.
They had
They
had a lady prime minister who was potentially
Golda Meir,
the ugliest woman of all time, and she's from.
How did the Jews win all those? Nah,
she was a Wisconsin.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Not even that bitch is from there.
No, she's from Wisconsin.
Wow. Let me ask you this: how did the Jews win all those wars? Because didn't they go on a nice little streak? They won like 4 in a row.
Yeah. When you don't play by the rules.
They came in the 1870s and committed a bunch of genocides, just murdered everybody that lived there, and they were like, "See, nobody's living here."
That's not exactly the
1870s.
That's not the timeline.
That's the timeline.
No,
I thought they got Israel because we felt bad about the Holocaust.
What happened was Europe was sick of the Jews, right?
So there was 2 competing plans. One was a little more extreme, and one was like, let's give them a place to go.
This is late 1800s. Europe's sick of the Jews.
Okay.
And so then they have this issue called the Jewish question, which
course.
is like, what do we do?
Yeah.
With these
with these assholes.
That's not actually true. It was like,
and then
there's the Enlightenment or whatever, and then there's no such thing as anti-Semitism after that, really. And it doesn't exist. And
yeah, that's true.
the British, they're like, all this woke shit's gonna fucking really curb, British imperialism.
It is PC culture.
What if we just take a section of our population that are just white people who are annoying, and we pretend like we're giving them their land back, and use that as a way to take over part of the Middle East so we can get into this oil. There's no coincidence. There's literally zero coincidence that the time period in which oil becomes like necessary for controlling the world economy. You have like this. What about giving Israel back the people that speak our language and have 99% overlap with our culture?
There's no oil in Israel.
There's oil in the Middle East. You need
so
a fucking
why don't they
outpost.
give the Jews Saudi Arabia?
Well, how would they give the Jews? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I mean, if they're just going to give some of their land to the Jews,
because there is like there's Bible story. There's some way you can get purchase on.
Wait. Israel started in the 1800s?
No. So that's when they started people started going there and then just killing all the locals.
No, that's okay. The killing the
I'm
locals.
interested in this. I had no idea.
Ethnic friend zoning.
Yeah, you don't get any of this statehood pussy.
Mm-hmm.
You get the fuck out of here.
They should rename Gaza the friend zone.
Tel Aviv is the clit. The clit of Israel. I'm just saying, dude, Saudi Arabia's got like indoor mountains. Like snow ski
lifts. How about
lifts.
this? Tel Aviv to suck my dick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
Tell Eve to suck my dick.
Jerusalem pussy.
If I forget,
pussy down on the block.
Jerusalem pussy.
Jerusalem pussy down on the block. Let's see. I got something you can suck on right here.
I got a little strip you can suck on.
Yeah.
Lebanon, they just got a bunch of just pager thing.
The pagers exploded.
Yeah.
I look. I know how you feel about everything, but
No, you don't.
Not everything. No, you're correct. I kind of like this shit. Was kind of Munich to me.
You like it?
That Mossad did that because they got rid of they were like, oh, they're tracking us on our iPhones, so they got rid of their iPhones, and then they got pagers, and they're like, damn, nothing could go wrong with these things. I guess you do know
how I feel. I mean, just that reaction. That reaction is the way. I mean, because I hate it. Like, not even outside of this incident, the way like journalists are always looking for an excuse to like just like suck off war.
I
you know what I mean? And then people are like, "This is like out of a James Bond movie,
dude. This
it's
is like
putting
out of
bombs
this
in
is like
consumer
Munich.
electronics. They killed like 2 children."
Yeah,
and it's like, well, it's not like out of a James Bond movie because those are movies,
right?
You know what I mean? Like
well,
if I
Munich
were
isn't James
if
Bond.
I were to murder a woman.
That's not out of a
I know
movie.
people wouldn't be like, this is like out of Beetlejuice.
This is like out of a
This
movie.
is like something out of
You're right.
the
It is
Scream
a dumb,
movie.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah, he
think
killed 7 people in a row.
Yeah, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good to put bombs
No, it's crazy.
in a device that you could buy at a kiosk in the mall, and then press a button and blow up 3,000 of them.
Well, I don't even understand how they did it.
I mean, I would imagine they had to like either. I mean, at some point,
Was it they had the pagers and gave them the pagers, or was
it had to be that,
or is it some kind of like frequency shit?
Nah, there's no way you can make a. If you watch those videos, there's no way you can make a pager blow up like that.
Yeah, I mean,
I have a bunch of lithium-ion batteries, and I get paranoid sometimes about them.
Well, you remember because it's just like
called,
the Android phones exploding.
Yeah, I think it's called thermal runaway is the official name for a fucking, because the lithium-ion batteries, they can get damaged. There's no indication that they're damaged, and then they just blow the fuck up sometimes. They don't have to be charging. They don't have to be doing anything. They can just be sitting there, and they can just fucking blow up. But if you look at, because that's what happens in the city with all these Chinese e-bikes, is like there's these e-bike shops.
Yes, they're all like exploding for a little bit, but now they're still there and it's fine.
It's like anything else. There's all this stuff in the, like New York City doesn't really have laws.
Well, you'll just see somebody walking around and they pull it out, and then they're like walking around with a full-on like battery, which I'm always kind of like.
The thing is, like the e-bikes, like now we have this whole like industry of like seamless and food delivery and all this. And it's a big part of New York's economy, you know, and it's like a huge portion of the working class in the city. And you can't like just say, oh, no more of the one tool you have to do your job.
Yeah, and you also can't. I mean, I would love to get rid of those things, but they are people's jobs now.
Yeah, but those batteries are really not safe. So I worry about it. I've watched a bunch of videos of batteries exploding, and that's not that they don't blow up like that. They like, you know, they overheat, and then it's like it's like fire coming out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's why all the places burned down then instead of exploded.
Right. Yeah. No, they burn at like fucking 3,000 degrees.
There's one like
shit.
2 blocks from me, and every time I walk by, it always feels crazy.
Yeah.
So many bikes in there.
Yeah. You know what you don't have to worry about is if you don't have a pager, maybe if you have a pager, it's time to get rid of that pager because it might have a bomb in it. But I want to talk about this too. Did you see that Guardian report about the former Mossad chief threatening the last ICC prosecutor, the ICJ prosecutor?
No, but that seems so out of character for him.
Well, I read the summary. I mean, it does seem, because like the whole presentation of the Mossad, really the most exposure we've had to the Mossad really is like Munich, the movie Munich, you know?
Right, it's supposed to, they shouldn't be threatening verbally.
You don't hear how they operate. Like
That's the whole
that's the
point.
reputation of the Mossad is stuff
that
like
they're
this
stealth
helicopter
in
crash
Iran.
where it's like
Yeah.
nobody's even gonna know.
No one knows.
It's gonna happen and you're not even gonna know and you're
Yeah.
gonna say that's their reputation. But then you read this thing and this guy's like coming out from behind like a broom closet. He's like, you know, like being like, I guess you don't want to make that report, do you? You know, to the fucking to the ICC prosecutor, and it's like he's just being like an annoying, like you know, he's like Sideshow Bob.
Well, that's
basically.
the future of all intelligence agencies will be just people who annoy.
But that's the
you,
history of intelligence.
scare
You
you,
forget
annoy
about
you.
that like during World War II, it's
Yeah.
just like World War II seems like this big dramatic thing. Really, it's kind of science's fault.
Yeah.
Because it seems very complicated, the idea of making an atomic bomb. But they
Yes.
managed that, and the seriousness and the intellect required to make the atomic bomb makes the rest of the war, the whole other thing, seem like this very like serious adult thing that happened.
Right.
But really it was just, no, the science thing that advanced humanity, and the rest of it is just a bunch of like...
And now we have the paraglider.
Yes.
If you think about how
yeah.
far we've come, we've come from the atomic bomb to something that guys in Malibu do every Sunday.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, I guess the only point is that like all of the what do they call it, tradecraft or spying, all this OSS stuff.
Right.
It was just It was just like dorks, guys that weren't good at shooting guns.
Yeah.
And they had gone to Yale. So they're
nerds.
like, we're going to invent spying. And then what the spying amounted to is like, we're just going to help the Nazis get jobs after the war ends in its natural conclusion.
They're just a headhunter for just to put Nazi scientists in good jobs.
Right. Yeah. And then the CIA spent like fucking another 30 years eating itself
the
alive.
CIA is like for guys who are in the military but are also closeted gay. Mm-hmm. So they're like, I will suck off people all over the world.
It used to be. That's what's crazy is like that's like a argument against homophobia is like, think about all the bad shit that happened just because you weren't allowed to be gay.
Right.
And that's what fucking Roy Cohn's job was to just be like, oh, you're gay? Well, you better fucking sign off on, you know, all of this evil shit. And now they do the same thing with files, which I think we should keep that.
We should keep that in the box.
Right, yeah.
If we had just let John Kirby be gay.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you for having me.
If John Kirby could be gay with a clone of himself, which I think is what he wants.
I would love that.
Is a guy named
Skinless man.
A guy named Kirby John. And he's like the Luigi version of him. And then they share a bed. They have a sexless relationship.
And they still have to deal with the Haitian press secretary.
Yeah, right.
Somehow. They still have... Gerard Depardieu still plays a role in their life.
She's sort of like the landlord.
Because like the resentment he has towards her, the racial...
The two of them are like bananas.
Class.
They're bananas in pajamas.
They're fun.
And she's the landlord that
There's
comes
something
in,
good about it.
and she's fucking throwing their utensils and banana stuff all over the place. And they're like, get out of here.
Go.
Something like that, I guess.
Hopefully.
I don't think the Mossad actually does secret murders.
Really?
I think Israel could
have you
just
seen
kill
Munich?
somebody and
You're right. You're right.
just walk up to somebody and him in the face, and then people would be like, "How dare Israel do that?" And
we'd
then
know
after
Mossad
5
They
minutes,
for a
fact
they
would get to just continue doing whatever.
Well, we'd know Mossad did it if it came out, if they were like, Anthony Bourdain was actually being used as a human shield. That's how we'd know that it was really
And
them.
there were terrorists behind him.
there were terrorists behind him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was Hamas's fault.
It was
actually.
Hamas
Yeah.
that killed Anthony Bourdain.
I can't believe Hamas would do that.
It's fucked up. Well, he gave a bad review to. They were starting their own.
Well,
brand.
actually, he did go to the West Bank. He was like,
he
on
did.
his show. Yeah.
They didn't fuck with. I guarantee you, Israel did not like that shit.
Yeah.
No, yeah. And he fucked with Harvey Weinstein, so that's like just that's
Israel's
it would make
crown
total sense.
jewel, Harvey Weinstein.
Well, no, but he got Mossad people to.
He does kind of represent Israel's values, being a bloated.
On all of this evil shit, and now they do
right.
the same thing with pedophiles, which
Yeah.
I think we should keep that.
We should keep that in the box.
Right. Yeah.
If we had just let John Kirby be gay.
yeah.
Right. Thank you for having
If
me.
John Kirby could be gay with a clone of himself, which I think
Yes.
is what he wants,
I would love that.
is a guy named
Skinless man.
a guy named Kirby John, and he's like the Luigi version of him. And then they share a bed. They have a sexless relationship.
And they still have to deal with the Haitian press secretary.
Yeah, right.
Somehow they still have Gerard Depardieu still plays a role in
She's
their
sort
life.
of like the landlord,
Because
or
like the
something.
resentment he has towards her, the racial.
The two of them are like
gender
bananas.
class,
They're
yeah.
bananas in pajamas.
They're
and,
fun.
And she's the landlord that
There's
comes
something
in,
good about it.
and she's fucking throwing
Yeah.
their utensils and banana stuff all over the place. And they're like, "Get out of here!"
Go.
Something like that. I guess.
Hopefully.
I don't think the Mossad actually does secret murders.
Really?
I think Israel could
have you
just
seen
kill
Munich?
somebody and.
You're right. You're right.
Just walk up to somebody and shoot him in the face, and then people would
know-
be like, "How dare Israel do that?" And
We'd
then
know
after
Mossad-
5
They
minutes,
for a
they
fact
would-
do
They
secret
would
murders.
get to just continue doing whatever.
Well, we'd know Mossad did it if it came out, if they were like, Anthony Bourdain was actually being used as a human shield. That's how we'd know that it was really
And there
them.
were terrorists behind
there
him.
were terrorists behind him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was Hamas's fault.
It was
actually.
Hamas
Yeah.
that killed Anthony Bourdain.
I can't believe Hamas would do that.
It's fucked up. Well, he gave a bad review to. They were starting their own.
Well,
brand.
actually, he did go to the West Bank. He was like,
he
on
did.
his show. Yeah.
They didn't fuck with. I guarantee you, Israel did not like that shit.
No, yeah. And he fucked with Harvey Weinstein, so that's like just that's
Israel's
it would make total
crown
sense.
jewel, Harvey Weinstein.
Well, no, but he got Mossad people to.
he does kind of represent.
I started getting scared last night
About what? New York City?
that evangelicals are right.
Yeah. Well, this is what they want, right?
Well, I
Do you think you'd be invited into the kingdom of heaven?
Well, you know the red cow thing?
The red heifer, yeah.
So they started bringing those cows over there in the 90s. Evangelicals were like, what's this cow thing for? And then the Orthodox Jews that like also think that that's real, that they need to make the third temple.
The temple in Jerusalem.
And
yeah.
they need the cows to do it. They were like, well, these are good, but the cow has to be born here. So they import the cows and then breed them, trying to make the cows there. And I guess they finally did it like a month ago.
And all this crap happened?
Yeah, I think they need 200 cows, or they need 20 cows or something
So
like
they
that.
have one now.
I think they have more than that, but
Oh, God.
I don't know. This is, I
It's not
guess,
going to take a long time for
it
that.
needs to be a mature cow with, yeah.
I thought you were saying you were getting scared. My girlfriend's brother called frantically last night, and he said that some friend of his is some girl, and she knows a guy at the government, and he says that I don't want to raise alarm, but Hamas is planning on nuking the New York City subway system.
Oh, they have a nuke?
On Friday.
Yeah.
This Friday, Hamas will be. From what this friend of his friend's girl who knows someone in the government says that there will be a Hamas nuke on the subway.
No, nuclear war starts in Pakistan.
It has to be. That's the reason I bring it up.
India's going to nuke Pakistan at some point.
I don't want to. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be about this. It's going to
Probably.
It's going to be about Twitter.
About them losing the meme war.
They're starting to pop off with the memes.
The Pakistanis are just wrecking the
The
Indians.
Pakistanis are going mean.
Yeah.
India's like doing like
India's like, I love
holding-
you, Israel. I kiss you so much. And the Pakistani guys are just like, wow, what a and then drawing cartoons of them.
The one of the Indian guy covered in poo. Like,
Yeah. Using his computer. Yeah, I've gotten
he's on the computer covered in poo, saying, I love Israel.
Into Pakistan memes.
Yeah. I mean, I think that
Which is weird because you would think
happen.
that, like, because Pakistan is sort of like the Israel of India. Anyway,
Those guys are
so
fucking-
they'll get these cows and then they'll blow up that mosque and then build the third temple.
Yeah.
And then I guess there's supposed to be like the Orthodox Jews would believe, and then the Messiah comes, and then we have peace. But from my understanding, the evangelicals believe that their Messiah will be the Antichrist, and then there'll be 7 years of global thermonuclear war. And then
So we're pretty close.
and then
Jesus Christ.
well,
appears.
Jesus comes back and he does a battle with the Antichrist,
That's gonna be badass.
and the Antichrist teams up with Gog and Magog.
Who's that?
I think they're
They're
like
devil
two blind
demons?
Irish brothers,
They
from my understanding.
don't sound very effective.
Yeah.
They
they
have
come-
cirrhosis in the liver.
Yeah, they come from the north, and
Oh,
yeah. Man, evangelicals are stupid.
they're so dumb.
Like, imagine.
They have rock at church.
Yeah, no, they're going off right now. They're like, please blow up that mosque and build a temple. Please build the
The
temple.
Dome of the Rock. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, blow it up, build
So it's
the
all
temple.
for them. It's all about Jerusalem.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, this is not the same place.
right.
Yeah.
But the thinking goes, if
This pops off. The next
what
chain reaction.
Jesus wants is for the Israel to ethnically cleanse the entire. Because I mean, let's say, you know, how much? What do we got? Like 48 more hours of Gaza.
You know,
They're kind of
give or
ripping the
take.
Band-Aid off, I'd say.
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah. Once that's gone, how much of the West Bank is still even Palestinian?
What do you mean? It's still mostly Palestinian, but they're separated from one another. It's separated into kind of, I think, like 49 different, basically, zones that are like.
So how
you
long
know.
is that going to last? Another year?
We got. I don't know. Why are you trying to give the evangelicals their timetable right now?
Because I like timetables. I like scheduling.
I don't know. I mean, hopefully there's no.
Well, let's say
wars.
they ethnically cleanse the entire. Let's say they achieve like what is the Greater Israel Plan, right? So it's the entirety. They take Syria too.
Yeah, they call it Shtei Gadot.
Yeah, something like that. So the whole thing. What, you think then they're gonna just? Oh well, yeah, you get to keep Jerusalem.
Yeah, you get the little dome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, honestly, if you want to save lives, like really the humanitarian response right now
Yeah.
is just for 12 hours, abandon the bombing in Gaza, blow up Al-Aqsa Mosque, build the third temple, just build the third temple, burn the cows, be like, okay, nothing? All right, we'll try again in 1,000 years. Until then,
Okay.
everybody go out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I
that would
think-
save millions of lives.
Yeah, I think that the Palestinians would still be kind of pissed off at Israel. And I think vice versa.
Well,
I think they'd still be pissed at each other.
you got to send Trump over there to hammer it out.
Trump's taking shots at BP.
Trump would solve this in 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Trump's like the only American politician that's read the tea leaves that after all the dust settles, the Israeli population is going to be like, what the
There had to have been a couple like Aspie dudes like working on the transcontinental railroad that were like, this rules.
Autistic Chinese guys.
Like Chinese like slaves, like Asperger's guys that were just like, I don't know what everyone's complaining about. This is awesome.
Well, I was always laugh about that with like the guys in the Holocaust, you know?
Oh, the train guys.
Autistic
dude.
guys, they're like, get on the train. They're like, yes, sir. Choo choo.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, the IDF had some tweet that was like, all the ways the autistic people contribute to the military or whatever. And I was like, all the way as autistic soldiers contribute to the military. And I like quoted it, and I was like, who do you think drove the trains to Auschwitz or whatever? And then I had to delete it because
that's
that
tough.
one was too much.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
I heard you're doing a blue podcast now. I heard you
what's all this cum stuff you're doing?
I found a very funny video online.
Yeah.
Some Australian guy that found out about Palestine, and he just went.
You said it to me.
He just went to Israel, and it's just this big Australian retard just going up to people.
You're
racist. He's like, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. Look at you. You can't even fucking look at the camera, can you? You fucking dickhead. He's just not afraid of anything.
We need Australians to go there and yell at them to cut it out.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this fucking dickhead. Yeah, he's like, how long you lived here?
He's like, you can't
The
even.
guy has like a New
you
York-
can't even fucking. They just
He
can't.
has a
understand
Brooklyn
it.
accent.
Yeah.
No, a bunch of Americans were there. They're like,
Sure,
"This
but
is
I
our
mean, he's
land."
Australian, so it's just like the absurdity.
Where
If
was
you
it?
could send-
Hebron?
Huh?
Hebron.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a terrorist attack there.
Like, why can't the fucking Palestinians go across the street?
Do you know about Baruch Goldstein?
Yeah, he's the guy that shot up those like 26
The
kids.
cave of what do you call it? The cave
Cave of Adam's
Machpelah.
asshole.
It's not a cave, dude.
Yeah.
You see my asshole, Matt.
Brooke Goldstein. That was the American, right? He went in and he murdered like 26 Palestinians.
Yeah, it just fucking opened up.
Yeah.
Psycho.
Mm-hmm.
Goldstein. Yeah, he was American.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And what do you think? That's cool.
What?
Who are the worst? Who are the worst in Hollywood right now for defending Israel? It's got to be Amy Schumer, Adam Friedland, Brett Gelman.
Why are you putting me on that?
You guys are the top three.
No, I'm just gonna see how this plays out, and then
I'm
I'll.
gonna see how it plays out. Some people are really not playing their cards right now.
You gotta see how it plays out.
Some people are being very dumb.
Listen, I'm made for this, guys. I'm built different. I got that dog in me.
Mm-hmm.
And if I've learned anything in life, you got to see how things play out.
Look, there's two options. You can actually speak truth to power,
Mm-hmm.
or you can pursue a job in the entertainment industry. Those are the two options.
Yep.
If you try to do both,
You could be a razzle-dazzle man.
At some point you're going to have to sell your soul to work in the business that famously harbors pedophiles. You know?
We got rid of all of them. Amy Schumer is really just, apparently they said it's been 50 Instagram posts.
She's done 50.
That's heavy posting.
Yeah. Well, she's just
That's
straight up
hard posting.
She's just being just racist now.
Yeah.
Like, did you see she posted that thing that was like, she posted some article like demonstrating that these top donations at these schools were
from
Arabs.
Yeah.
Which it's like, yeah, they're from fucking Saudis and the UAE.
Does she understand that Arabs have killed so many Palestinians also?
Right. Well, beyond
it's not
that,
just Team Arab.
But beyond that, the half of the Arabs are allied with Israel anyways.
Yeah, they have diplomatic unofficial, I guess, still diplomatic relations.
I guess they're all the same.
Yeah, the Arabs from Arabs.
And then Meghan McCain posting that, like, she posted it.
Would you hide me?
Yeah, yes, I would.
Would you hide me?
I think Meghan McCain's already hiding a bunch of people simply by standing there. There's got to be, at any given moment, there has to be 500 to 600 people behind Meghan McCain that you can't see. You wouldn't need a secret annex. They could just put Anne Frank behind her giant fucking ass.
She'd just have to be like one of those birds that lives on top of a rhino.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. This behavior is fucking it's like egregious. I mean, it's wild.
It's crazy that it goes
It's
one
fucking
way.
wild. Yeah. And
You
it's
can
like
say one thing and then lose everything, and then you could say what she's doing, and then she's fine.
Yeah. Well, even then, it's like, but that's I don't even want to get it because that's not justice. Oh, we live in a world where they you can call if you do cheerlead the genocide, you lose your jobs. I don't give a fuck about people in the West losing their jobs or keeping their jobs.
Also, it doesn't matter what comedians think about anything.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I want it to be like
The protocols of the elders of Zion.
Oh yeah, like a Zach Wilde fucking Geddy Lee mashup.
exactly, dude.
That'd be cool.
It's fantasy. It sounds like a fantasy concept
I
album.
think it sounds like a reggae.
Take the Gentile babies.
Yeah,
Put them in a stew.
that'd be cool. And then the cover art looks like a Yes album.
exactly, dude. Yeah.
The Protocols of the Elders of Zion by Electric Wizard.
Yeah, like a prog rock.
It's prog rock, dude.
Yeah.
They go to the mountaintop and kill all the Muslims. If you have a kite, we'll shoot you with a rocket.
Well, I forgot about the kites.
Protocols.
I forgot about Israel saying that they were under attack by kites.
Yeah. They're sending flaming kites.
And you know why they chose
From the
kites.
mountains.
And from the mountains they send the cars, the flaming cars. And we will spread the banks asunder, controlling everyone. And they think we don't control all the banks because they have names like Bank of America.
That is a good trick.
But you know where the banks are rooted.
Where the money ultimately goes.
It goes back to a family named the Something Bergs from 400 years ago.
They have a giant vault.
They have a Scrooge McDuck room, and they get drunk off the gold. By they, I mean us.
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 We do it.
In the context of this bit.
Context of this bit.
We are the ones who sing the song. The song of the protocols.
They came with the flying kites.
Elders. Elders of Zion.
Elders of Zion. The elders of Zion. Oh, little Israel had no choice but to use missiles on them.